Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, guys. AROD Locks here. We're going to do another Thursday night football video. This is going to be Denver Broncos, LA Chargers. A big one for the playoffs right here. Before we get into that, I am going to recap bets from Monday Night Football. Those games just finished. It is Monday night right now, about midnight Eastern time. Figure out your time zone from there. But let's go over what happened tonight. A bad beat to start out. I'll give you the bad news first. Took the over in the Falcons-Raiders game. Obviously, that shit did not hit. Bad beat there. Just didn't even come close to the over. It was 39.5. That game finished at 15-9, so did not hit it. That was 24 points total in that game, but did have Falcons minus 5.5. So Falcons covered on that one. We hit that pick. Took the under on the Vikings-Bears game. That one hit, and then the props I give you guys on the Monday night video, I think I posted it Saturday morning. Might have been Friday night. I can't remember exactly. That one hit. Caleb Williams, 175 plus passing yards. He hit that. Barely went over it, though. He was real close in the fourth quarter. He was right at 175. At one point, I looked at the stats. Let me tell you this next pick real quick, and I'll get back to that. Sam Darnold, 225 plus passing yards. That one hit as well. But at one point, I looked at these stats, and Caleb was at 175 yards, and Darnold was at 225 yards. Both of them were dead on the line that we needed him to get. So if they had like a backwards pass or something, we would not have won that pick. I was stressing. Part of me was just like, don't throw the ball at all anymore. Let's just get out of here and get this win. But they both covered, and then Jettas to get a TD. My man Justin Jefferson, he covered for us right away on the first drive. So that one hit. Finished out the day pretty strong there. But like I said, we're doing Thursday Night Football. Just wanted to recap real quick. Guys, if you want my picks, want to see all of these, I give out a lot of these on my VIPs. The free plays I give out on here, yes, you guys see those. If you want the free picks and you don't have time to catch every single YouTube video, link in the description down here. There's a free and VIP option there. Click the free one. Get in on the free picks. It doesn't cost you anything, but you'll get everything I send out. Join in our community. You'll get access to the Discord. We can all talk on there. And then the VIP option, if you want just 3 days free, you can try out my VIP picks. Doesn't cost you anything. Absolutely free if you use promo code SCRIPT when you click on that VIP membership down there. Let's move right into it now, guys. Broncos versus Chargers, Thursday Night Football. You see the Broncos are at 9-5 record right now. Chargers are at 8-6. These two teams are neck and neck in the AFC West. They're fighting for a home playoff game, really. Right now, the Broncos just passed the Chargers. Chargers lost to the Bucs this past weekend. Broncos ended up beating the sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Beat the Colts yesterday on Sunday. So Broncos took a game up on the Chargers. This one's huge. If the Chargers win this, they'll be tied with the Broncos, but they have tiebreaker because they already beat the Broncos earlier this season. This will put them 2-0 against the Broncos on the year. If the Broncos win this, they go up 2 games on the Chargers with 2 left to go. So this could be huge for both teams. Big playoff implications right here. So right now the projected score, according to this learning algorithm on Sportline, has the Chargers winning 23-18. Has them winning by 5. The line's at 3. +3 for Denver, -3 for Chargers, -105 odds for the Broncos, -108 odds for the Chargers. So books are saying Chargers are favored. I don't know if that's because they're at home or if that's because they went into Denver and freaking curb stomped the Broncos earlier in the season. Things are different now. Obviously, things change throughout the season. Both different teams. Chargers coming off a loss. Broncos coming off a win. Broncos are actually coming off a pretty good win streak right now. They've been playing well. Actually, let me take that back. The first half of the Colts game was absolute trash. Second half was really good for the Broncos. Their defense is playing well. Looking at the money, the public bet dispersion here, we got 80% of public bets on the Broncos to cover that spread. 79% of the money right now on the Broncos to cover that spread. This is where it's kind of interesting to me. That spread's only at 3, and 79% of public money is on the Broncos to cover that 3. Now you look at the money line, Broncos +133, Chargers -157. You've got 74% of public money and 73% of public bets on the Chargers money line. So the public right now thinks the Broncos are going to cover the spread, but the Chargers are going to win the game, and it's only a 3-point spread. So the public right now is indicating that this game is going to be less than a 3-point win, less than a 3-point victory for the Chargers. That's extremely rare to be able to pick that close of a game. Now, if this was like a 10-point spread and you're saying Broncos are going to get within 10, Chargers are still going to win the game, you see that all the time. But for this small of a spread and all the money to be on one side of the spread, for the Broncos to cover as the underdog and the Chargers as the favorite to cover on the money line. That is rare to see this type of combination between money line and spread money dispersion. So keep an eye on that one as we get closer to game day on Thursday. I'm going to watch that closely. I'm going to watch how this line moves, because with the way the money is right now, the money line, the odds have to change. The spread has to change. Something's got to give here. We can't just sit right here at a 3-point spread and the money being separated just like this, or divided like this, I should say. Then on the over-under, we got 42 points is what it opened at. Now we're sitting at 42.5 points. Did go up half a point, minus 109 odds on the over, minus 111 odds on the under. Looking at where the money's at, as usual with the public, 93% of the money is on the over, 95% of the bets are on the over. Public always loves the over, so this is not anything new. I'll keep an eye on that one as well. All this money is on the over. And looking at the teams themselves, Broncos offense has been hot. Defense has been scoring. So the Broncos put up 31 this past week against the Colts. I don't remember the exact score against the Browns, but that was a shootout. They put up a lot of points in that one as well. They did get 2 defensive touchdowns against the Browns, 1 defensive touchdown yesterday against the Colts. So Broncos are putting up a ton of points, but they're getting some defensive scoring as well. So that's kind of inflating their scoring numbers, although their offense is doing well. Bo Nix had 3 passing touchdowns yesterday, and he played like trash. He really did not play well at all in the first half. Still ended up throwing 3 touchdowns. Then you get the Chargers, who have been scoring as well. But the Broncos defense is absolute dynamite right now. I can't see this game being a crazy high-scoring game. I really don't. I don't think Justin Herbert's going to be giving the ball away to the Broncos. Like they face Jameis Winston and Anthony Richardson, 2 quarterbacks that are known for turning the ball over. Herbert protects the ball. I don't expect the Broncos to get a defensive scoring touchdown. So I think all of their production scoring-wise is going to have to come from their offense. Same goes for the Chargers. I don't think they're going to be scoring any defensive touchdowns against the Broncos. Bo Nix, until this last week, has been very careful with the ball this year. He has not thrown a lot of interceptions. He had 3 yesterday, and that was just rare for him. With what he's been doing, he's still a rookie, but what his trend is so far his rookie season, he has not been turning the ball over that much. So I don't see a lot of turnovers in this game, at least interceptions. You can never know with fumbles. Fumbles happen. I just don't see these defenses adding to the score and making this game go way over. So I'm going to watch that one as well. We'll see what I do here. I don't have a specific pick that I'm going to give for this one right now, but I will be putting out a free pick on the sports books on this one. So if you want to get in on that, like I said, link in the description to get in on the free pick subscription. I'll be putting that one out sometime later this week. More than likely, the free pick's going to come on the REBET app. I do that for the free picks because most of you guys can use REBET. It's legal in 47 different states. I apologize. It is now legal in 45 different states. 2 lost it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I really have no idea why 2 lost it, but it's legal in 45 different states. So if you can get the REBET app, go ahead and get it. There's a link in the description down here. I'll make it easy for you guys. Use promo code AROD, and you'll get a $100 deposit match. So if you deposit $100, they give you $100. That's free money. Link in the description. Like I said, promo code AROD. And I do that because most of you can use it. A lot of you guys that are in DFS only states can't use sports books. You might be able to use REBET. So check it out. Let's move into the player props now. First one I got pulled up right here is Justin Herbert. Before I get into the props, I know I just talked about the REBET app. I'm doing these props on Dabble. We've been doing Sleeper a lot lately. We've been killing it on Sleeper. But I find the best picks on the best apps for each play that I do. I don't just use one specific app. I don't just go to Sleeper and say, let me find some picks. I find the picks, and then I find what book I can play them with the best payout. I'm going to give you 2 picks here because, if you guys watch my channel, I do sometimes extend. I do 3 picks, 4 picks sometimes. Every once in a while, if I love it, I'll do a 5-picker to try to get a big payout. But more times than not, I'm doing a 2-pick power play because we have better chance of hitting 2 picks, and it's a 3x payout. So if we hit like 3 or 4 2 picks with 3x payouts, that's big-time money as opposed to trying for a 5-man play to get that big time money on one slip that's less likely to hit. So that's kind of my strategy with the player props. Smaller smaller parlays, because these player prop apps, you have to parlay. You can't do single bets. Smaller parlays, more wins, rather than trying to go for the big parlay and getting a big payout. If you hit a bunch of small ones, you still get the same payout as if you hit one big one. So I think that's more profitable, it's better. It's more of a winning strategy. So I'm going to give you 2 power plays here. On Dabble, you get 3x payout. That's why I said 3x. It's a 3x on Dabble no matter what. No matter what 2 picks you do, it's 3x. No matter what 3 picks you do, it's 6x. 4 picks is 10x. They have set payouts. Does not matter the odds of the pick. So on Dabble, you're going to get $25 free. You don't have to put any of your own money on this if you don't have the Dabble app already. If you already have Dabble, you know how it works. You probably love the app. I love the app. Tell me on the Dabble app. If you don't have Dabble, it's $25 just literally given to you. Get the app with the link in the description down here. Use code SSWIN. Promo code's a little bit different for that one. SSWIN gets you that $25 free. Then you can play on their money. If you hit it, then you can withdraw that. You can't just withdraw the $25 they give you. That would be stupid of them. But after you play that $25, anything you win off of that, you can withdraw. Or you can keep playing. Up to you. But link in the description, code SSWIN. Let's get back into the player props here. Justin Herbert, we're going to take him under 235.5 passing yards. I'm going to show you why. Look at his last few games. Last 4 games, he's been under it. That, for starters, is a good reason to take this pick. For the last 5 games, 5 of the last 6 games, he's been under this line. He's going against the Broncos. I already talked about their defense and how dominant they've been. Yes, I saw Patrick Surtain got hurt. I looked into it. According to Ian Rappaport, it is a minor sprained ankle. Minor. Very minor sprained ankle. He's supposed to play on Thursday. There's a chance he misses, but with how important this game is, if Surtain is anywhere close to playing, I anticipate he's going to play. Riley Moss, the other corner. He's questionable for Thursday. There's a chance he comes back and plays. If not, I don't think it matters. Chris Abrams-Drain played pretty well against the Colts. Levi Wallace was a healthy scratch, so they don't have to worry about that problem anymore. Jerry Jeudy had a career day against him. Jaquan McMillan in the slot, been good for the past 2 years. Undrafted free agent. He's been solid. I just think even if Pat Surtain is slightly banged up with that sprained ankle, he locks up whoever he's covering. More than likely, it's not going to be Ladd. If Ladd's in the slot, it'll be Jaquan McMillan on him. If Ladd's split out, probably going to be Surtain on him. Surtain will lock up Quentin Johnston with one leg. The dude cannot run a route, and the way Surtain plays the ball after the initial catch point, Johnston will not be able to hold on to the ball against him. Johnston drops passes when there is no hand in it between his hands. Watch Pat Surtain play the ball. He's not a guy that's going to turn around and try to swat the ball. He watches hands. As soon as ball hits hands, he's slapping out. Just my observation watching Pat Surtain all the way back at Alabama. That's how he plays it. Johnston will struggle with him. I don't think Herbert has the weapons outside of Ladd McConkey to throw for this line against the Broncos. 235.5 yards. Looking at the game he had last time against the Broncos, he threw for 237. I get it. He covered this last time against the Broncos, but he had a couple big plays. He had a wheel route to Kamani Vidal that went for about 40 to 50 yards. I don't remember the exact length of that, but he had some big chunk plays. Broncos have not been giving those up lately. So I'm taking Herbert on the under. Definitely fading him with the matchup there and the short week. Not going to be as much of game plan there. They're not going to be able to dial up special plays for the Broncos defense. It's going to be a lot of basic install type of stuff like we see every single Thursday. It is later in the season, so I'm not talking week 1 install type of stuff, but there's not a lot of time on Thursday night games to specialize game plans. You got to go in there with your bread and butter and beat someone old school and kick their ass how you know how to do it. Chargers might win this game, but I don't see it being on the arm of Justin Herbert. It's got to be on the run game, even though Denver has a good run defense. Then for the next prop, we're going Courtland Sutton. Let me pull this up so we can actually look at it. Sorry, I wasn't ready there. Courtland Sutton, we're going to take him over 66.5 yards. His line is actually 69.5 yards on most apps, most sports books. But Dabble's giving us his line at 66.5, so that's what we're going to take. Look at his last few games. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the last 7 games, Sutton has gone over this. him and Nix have a connection. I'll tell you what happened right here in this 32-yard game against the Colts. His targets are not the reason. He got 9 targets. Courtland Sutton had 3, maybe 4 drops in the Colts game. Rare for Courtland to have that many drops. I don't know what happened with him on Sunday. He had a bad game. He dropped one right in his chest. Just not like him to do that. But every game that he's had at least 8 targets, he's gone over this outside of the game against the Colts, where he just had some straight up drops. Not even pass breakups. No PBUs, just straight drops. So I think Courtland, that's rare for him. Looking at all these games, if he's getting this many targets, he's going over that 66.5 passing yards or receiving yards. I just don't see a way where if he's getting that many targets, he's going to go under it 2 games in a row when he hasn't done it all season up until this past Sunday. You guys tell me what you think, but I just don't see that happening. I'm taking Courtland Sutton over 66.5 receiving yards. So there it is, guys. Courtland over 66.5 yards. Justin Herbert under 235.5 yards. Like I said, I'm going to watch those main lines, the spread, the money line, and the over-under. I'm going to watch those all week as we get closer to Thursday. I will be putting out free picks and my VIPs, of course, in my picks down below. If you like this content, you like what I'm doing here, hit that subscribe button. I do this for most of the big games. Put one out last Thursday. Put one out for the Army-Navy game. Did one for Monday night tonight. This is what I'm doing. Giving you guys all the info so you guys can make educated bets. Showing you where the money's at if you guys don't know how to do this by yourselves. Kind of give you my 2 cents. Give you my input as a handicapper of sports betting. Okay? That's what I do. If you like it, hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post a video. If you don't, my feelings won't be hurt. You don't have to subscribe to my channel. You can comment and tell me that you hate my crap. All right? But let me know if you guys are tailing these picks. I like to know in the comments who's tailing, who's not. It's just kind of fun. We can get a little chat going down there. Thank you all for watching. I seriously appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully we get some big wins leading up into Christmas next week. Next week's going to be fun. We got the college football playoff coming this Saturday. I'll be posting some videos on those games as well. Tune in for it. Let's win.